Ciao beautiful people, I'm Daniele Didi, I'm the chef of Pizzana here in Los Angeles, and tonight I'm gonna be your host for Make This Tonight. And what we're gonna do today is a Pizzana fix. The reason why we do this is because a lot of you guys are telling me, open a location on the east side, open a location in Ohio, open a location here, there. I wish I could open up all these locations, but unfortunately right now I can't, so I'm gonna fix you up with a quick and easy Pizzana dinner. We're gonna make a beautiful margherita pizza, we're gonna make the dough from scratch, and we're gonna make a beautiful Caesar salad and a pizza beignet with some pizza leftovers. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna dissolve a little yeast in the warm water, and we're gonna add it in a bowl with our bread flour. And the reason why I use bread flour is because my dough recipe comes from a bread recipe. So at Pizzana, we actually use a zero type flour, which is imported from Italy. And the bread flour that we have over here in the US is pretty similar to what I use. So this is perfect for you guys at home. So first we're gonna mix all the ingredients together. And as soon most of the flours come together with the water, we're gonna add our salt and just keep mixing until everything comes together. And then we're gonna add a beautiful olive oil to this recipe. The reason why we use olive oil is because we're gonna bake this pizza in a regular home oven around 500, 550 degrees, and the olive oil is gonna help you up to brown that crust and give you that deep flavor that you are looking in every margherita pizza. You want to mix this until all the flour is incorporated and also it starts to not stick to your hand. You know, mixing it by hand always reminds me when I was at the bakery, and we used to mix by hand tons and tons of pounds of flour every day, and we used to do it by hand every day. You know, there were 3-4 people in a madia, which is a wooden box container where all dough was mixed, and then we would let it rest in this beautiful dough. All the smell of fresh flour mixed with water always brings me back to this happy memory. See, as you can see right now, the dough is not sticking anymore. So we're just gonna place it seam side down, which is the part where we were mixing it. We gotta place it down and just let it rest for some minutes. We're gonna let the rest the dough for 20 minutes, and what that's gonna do is gonna have time for the gluten to relax, so it's gonna be easier for us to make our beautiful pizza dough, pizza portions. So next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna make our croutons for our Caesar salad. So in a pan, we're gonna heat up some oil. And then when the oil is heated up, same trick. I use a little bit of bread and see if it starts to fry like this. That means the oil is ready for our croutons. Gonna add it all at once and just fry until they become a little bit crispy. I still want the inside to be really chewy because that's gonna be the texture that we have at Pizzana, because at Pizzana with this we wood fire and then we pour fresh dressing on top. So we're gonna kind of mimic that with the hot oil, and we're gonna set it aside. As you can see, I'm keep moving the crouton because I want almost each side to be really crispy and to soak all the oil. So as you can see, this one is starting to brown up, and that's all you wanted. Turn off the oil. And just with a spoon. And there you go. Our croutons are beautiful and crispy. And the next thing, we're gonna make our beautiful Caesar salad dressing. So first time that I heard about the Caesar salad was 9 years ago when I came in this country. And they told me that this was an Italian salad, but in Italy, honestly, I never heard about it. So I went to taste it, and when I tasted, I was so skeptical, but I fell in love with it. So this salad was actually made by a Mexican guy in Tijuana and got so famous that it took over in the US. So once I tasted, I fell so much in love that when I went to talk to my partner when we opened up Pizzana, I said, I want to make an Italian version of a Caesar salad. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start to put our egg yolk and the garlic and the anchovies in our blender, and then start on low. But meanwhile that is going, we're gonna grab a little olive oil and just start to emulsify it. You always want to start on low, otherwise your olive oil will burn, will heat up, and the dressing will separate. While that is going, we're gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and hopefully I pronounced it right. And then just keep blending. There you go. Gonna add a little bit more olive oil. And the recipe that I found calls for hot sauce, but what's the equivalent of hot sauce in Italy? Calabrian chili. So we're gonna Italianize it a little bit just to put a dash of it. There you go. It's gonna turn your dressing in a really orangey color that's gonna look so beautiful on your salad. And then in the end, a low heat, you wanna add your Parmigiano Reggiano. There you go. And there you go. Our beautiful dressing is done, and we're gonna make our salad right now. There you go. It smells so good, cheesy, lemony. The anchovies really brings up the flavor, and then we're gonna pour on top of it. Little bit of salt, little bit of pepper. And I'm not gonna add the crouton right now because I wanna toss them alone with some extra dressing and some extra cheese. So it's gonna be really salty and really like flavor bombs. So we're gonna just mix the salad. And we're using the old leaves because I feel like a Caesar salad can be also eaten by hand. Just pick up a leaf of salad and just enjoy it. You know, I think food eaten by hand tastes better. There you go. There you go. Now we're gonna grab our beautiful croutons, pour the extra dressing on it. And I really wanna soak them. Like, this dressing is amazing. You should not be shy to use it. And I grab a beautiful Parmigiano Reggiano and freshly grated on it. This is my Italian touch on it. I fried some capers, so you're gonna have some extra saltiness. And then we're gonna finish with more Parmigiano Reggiano, but this time we're gonna shave it. And there's nothing better than shaved fresh Parmigiano Reggiano. There you go. Our beautiful Caesar salad is ready. And then when we come back, guys, I'm gonna show you how to portion and roll your dough. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, guys. Our dough approved for 20 minutes, and now we're ready to make your Pizzana fix at home. So I'm gonna show you how to divide this in a really simple way. So what you wanna do, you wanna separate the dough from your bowl and just dump it on a surface. Then you're gonna divide this in 4 equal parts. I kind of eyeball, but you know, it's pretty uniform, so it's really easy to do it. So once you have 4 beautiful triangles, what you want to do, you want to try to round it up a little bit. And then what I do is to flatten it out a little bit and just pull all the ends to the center. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have all this side. I'm just gonna come together, close it, and there you have it. Your beautiful pizza dough. We're gonna store it in a sheet tray. We're gonna dust a little bit of flour on it. And we're just gonna repeat the process. What we're doing right now, we're giving strength to the dough by folding it. And when it's gonna proof again, it's gonna be easier for you to stretch it out and to transport the air in the crust. So you're gonna have a really puffy crust and a lighter texture. There you go. You wanna make sure that when you put this in a tray, at least from one side to another, there is 3 to 4 fingers, because this one is gonna proof and double inside. So you don't want that to stick together. There you go. At Pizzana, we make a lot of this every day, so we got really fast on doing it, but it's pretty easy to do at home too. So we're gonna let it sit for 3 to 4 hours to proof, and we're gonna cover with another sheet tray on top so they don't dry out. Now we're gonna set this aside, and meanwhile I made some previously, and that's how it's gonna look like. There you go. Now is the fun part. I'm gonna teach you how to stretch a pizza in a really easy way. So you wanna add a little bit of flour and just take your bench scraper and just go underneath. Take it and then flip it. And we are halfway there. We're gonna move this aside for a little bit. And the secret to stretching a pizza is just not applying that much strain to it. So what you want to do, just gonna push it slowly. Not stretching, just push the air in the crust. As you can see, there's already air forming. At this point, just gonna flip it up. And then gently again. Just pushing, not stretching. Super easy. Just pushing the air. And you can see that the crust is starting to puff and grow even more. So at this point, we have a beautiful crust, and that's gonna be our guide. So what you wanna do is just place your hand on the counter and just flip your pizza dough on the other end. Lift it up and then shake off all the flour. You see, we have our crust. You can go underneath the crust and just touch your wrist. Done. You stretch your pizza. Just shake off the extra flour, and we're gonna build up our pizza in a pan. This is a really beautiful hack when you wanna do at home. If you don't have a pizza stone, there's no worry. You can always make pizza. So in a cold pan, you can put a little bit of olive oil. Spread it around, and then we're gonna transfer our pizza in a pan. And don't worry about the side, we're just gonna adjust it on the side. And that's it, that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna apply a little bit more olive oil on the crust. And the reason why we do this is because when we go in the oven, we don't have that really high temperature, like 700 or 800 degrees that we have in a wood burning oven, but we try to mimic that with the olive oil on the crust that reacts with the temperature, and then it's gonna give you that beautiful puffy crust that everybody loves on a pizza. And the oil underneath is gonna fry your undercarriage and it's gonna be super crispy. That's the pizza I like it. So we gotta let it sit in the pot, and meanwhile we're gonna make our tomato sauce. Tomato sauce for an Italian pizza, super easy. Tomato sauce, salt. That's all you need. And then I like to think when I come back home from all the stress of work, you just crush those tomatoes with your hand. There's satisfaction in that, you know. And crushing tomato reminds me when I was a kid and I go in the field with my mom and just buy this beautiful San Marzano tomato and make our own preserve, like San Marzano tomato sauce at home. So you can have it always in any time of the year as you want it. This kind of technique came up to me when I first started to cater the house here in Los Angeles to all my clients. And I didn't have a pizza oven in the beginning. I came in this country with only $300 in my pocket, and I started to live in Venice Beach in a van. So this was inventive, and I had to come up with an idea on how to make pizza on the spot. So that's how I came up with this idea. You don't need pizza stone, you don't need nothing, you just need beautiful dough, beautiful tomato, and amazing ingredient. Okay, once you crush your tomato, we're gonna apply it to the pizza. You're gonna take a beautiful tomato and just place it in the center of the pizza and just spread it around. Try to not go over the crust, otherwise the water from the tomato will burn the oil underneath the pizza. You're gonna end up with a burned bottom pizza. Now we're gonna add some fresh basil. I like pizza with a lot of basil. We're gonna add a beautiful basil and start it to cook it. We're gonna start on medium-low and just play around with the pizza. If you see that the pizza is gonna bubble up, just pack it up with the back of your spoon. And meanwhile this cook, when we come back, I'm gonna show you how to make pizza beignet with a lot of chocolate. I see you in a bit, guys. There you go, our pizza is puffing up beautifully. As you can see, all the air that we transported with our fingers in a crust is paying off. And because we're starting really low with the olive oil and with the heat, the undercarriage is frying up beautifully. And they're gonna give you a really crispy bottom. So at this point, what you wanna do, you wanna set up your oven to the highest temperature that you have. And if you have a broiler, that's perfect. So we're gonna put this in a broiler for 2 to 3 minutes just to brown up the top, and then we're gonna add our beautiful cheese just the last minute to melt it. So there you go. Our pizza is looking amazing, it's bubbling, it's starting to crisp up, and meanwhile, if you have leftover pizza dough, I'm gonna show you how to do pizza beignet. So we're basically stretching the dough in the same way and just get a pizza cutter and just cut squares. There you go. We're gonna grab like 5 or 6 of these squares and we're gonna deep fry it, because anything deep fried tastes amazing. You wanna put this in the pot always facing away from you so you don't get hurt. There you go. As you can see, it's already puffing up. There you go. And with the help of a spider, we're just gonna see and check. Okay, one day puffed up, you're gonna give it like another minute on the side and then we're gonna flip it up. But meanwhile, we're gonna go check the pizza again. And that is looking amazing. There you go. Our pizza is looking almost done, and at this point it just needs another 2 to 3 minutes cooking, and we're gonna add our cheese. So we are not going to overcook our cheese. So just put as much as you want. I like with a lot of cheese. And I like always adding a little bit of Parmigiano, and then back in the oven. While the cheese melts, we're gonna finish our beautiful pizza beignet that are ready. Beautiful golden brown. And we're gonna place it on absorbent paper. There you go, our beautiful pizza beignet are ready. nice and crispy, and then we're gonna start plating it. And while they're still hot, we're gonna sprinkle powdered sugar, and we're gonna pour our beautiful chocolate sauce. There you go. And to finish, our beautiful chocolate sauce. And put as much as you want. This is amazing. I'm a chocolate guy, so I love this. There you have it. You have dessert over here. We're gonna check on our pizza. It should be done. And there it is. Our beautiful pizza ready. It's nice and charred. The cheese is melty. Now we're gonna plate it. There you go. Our beautiful Caesar salad here. You can see on the carriage, looking beautiful. Actually, I'm gonna tap it down a little bit on absorbent paper to remove the excess oil, and then there you go. Gonna finish our pizza with a little bit of olive oil. And some beautiful basil leaves. And here you have it, guys, a beautiful Pizzana fix at home. Beautiful Caesar salad to start, our amazing pizza, and my favorite thing, the pizza beignet. These things are made out of leftovers, and it's one of the most amazing dessert. Crispy, crunchy, powdered sugary. I mean, what you want more? I hope that you guys make this recipe at home, and if you can, just find me at Pizzana, and I'll wait you there. Ciao a you!